So very often when the doorbell rings, it's really common in our homes for our dogs to come in and start barking. I'm presuming your dogs bark and create a great din like Bugs and Maya did over here as well. But why do they do it? And why do dogs bark? We're going to find out. Barking dogs all the time. Different kinds of barks. So Maya wants the toy now. And if I withhold it from her for a bit of time, she's figured out one of the best ways to get it from me is by barking for it. So why do dogs bark? What are they trying to say to us? What are they trying to say to each other when they bark? Here's what it is. Dogs bark for different reasons. When you ring your doorbell, what you normally get is what we call as the watchdog bark. You can have the dog barking out of excitement. We have dogs barking out of fear. Dogs can bark out of frustration. So there's just so many reasons why a dog would bark. And if you look at it individually and you listen to the barking of the dog, you can actually tell what the dog is barking for. Typically, with our pet dogs, the kind of barks that we normally deal with is when the doorbell rings. That's the watchdog barks. Your dog runs to the door and goes, whoa, 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 whoa. He's basically telling you, look, somebody's come. And he's also telling the person who's come, hey, we've noticed you and we know you've come here. The other very typical bark that we get in our homes is the attention-seeking bark. Dogs have learned very quickly to manipulate us for attention by barking. And in this case, the bark will be perfectly suited to irritate you. So it will be an irritated tone of pitch, constant wow, 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 wow. And that is designed to get your attention. And normally we give it and we say, oh, shut up, what are you barking for? And we give attention and the dog says, look, I got attention from you. We often have a dog that's also frightened and he barks to let people know he's frightened. And in that kind of a bark, you'll have the tone being very high pitched. It'll be whoa, 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 whoa. That's a very frightened dog. And he's barking to let you or another dog know he's frightened and to stay away. So as you can see, there's not one kind of a bark. There could be many. Have you also noticed when you pick up your car keys to take your dog for a drive, your dog's barking and jumping all over the place? That's excitement barking. Have you ever noticed if someone holds your dog back and you're leaving, he's frustrated, you'll have a sort of an angry bark over there. So lots of different kinds of barks. So often people tell me, oh, my dog barks, what should I do to put it right? There's no one method. You first have to find out why your dog's barking. Based on that, we can find a reason for the barking and then find a reason to stop the barking. So if your dog barks at the doorbell, it's really common for dogs to do that. It's natural, it's instinctive for them to do that. Can you erase that? Yes, it's possible. It requires a bit of training. So basically I can teach my dog this. So remember, dogs bark at the door because they think barking also opens the door faster. You can switch the behavior around and teach the dog, hey, if you're barking, I won't open the door. Why don't you try a sit and I'll open the door instead. If your dog's barking out of fear, that method of course won't work. So you have to get rid of the fear of the dog. So as you can see, dogs bark for a variety of reasons. If you've got a barking problem, are your neighbors complaining about the barking, then you need to first find out why your dog's barking. And based on that, you can find a solution to putting it right. Can you completely remove barking in a dog? My answer to that is no. It's like teaching a woman to stop talking altogether. It's just not possible, right? Women like to talk all the time. But you can reduce it, and you can see the reasons why the dog is barking and probably work with those to find a way to reduce the dog's barking. But you cannot permanently remove it because they do have vocal cords and they will vocalize when and as they need to. So if your dog is barking, next time stop, listen. Dogs are saying something to you. Listen to the dog, read the entire body language, and you can then understand what your dog is trying to say to you. So make sure next time you pay attention instead of shouting loudly when your dog barks.